What up, bitches? It's a misanthropic one, aka He Who Hungers, and I'm back up in this bitch for another rant. Talib Kweli states that there's a lot that veterans and legendary rappers could learn from newer rappers, mumble rappers. Okay. Talib Kweli is a guy that is an MC, let me say that. Is an MC that I respect artistically. You can't front on his lyrical content, his body of work. Can't really say shit about it. As of late though, he's kind of been pissing me off in the sense that he's ranting and raving and doing all this crazy shit. Look, when it comes to these newer rappers, yeah, there's some great new rappers. J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Joyner Lucas. These are guys, Logic. These are guys that they're lyrical. They'll bring heat. They got good beats. They're uncompromising with their content. Got no problem with them there at all. But then when you got the likes of Lil Yachty, Famous Dex, and yes, Adidas 23, I will be doing a rant on him. Just be patient. I'm getting your message. Trust me. You know, all these clown ass fucking jokester cooning. Look, what can you really learn from them? If you're gonna say fucking their hustle and their grind, yeah, you could learn that. You could have learned that from 50 Cent. 50 Cent was a rapper at a time who busted his ass and made it to the top, putting out mixtapes, but he had lyrical content. Despite what you might think about, you know, some of his poppy songs, he still had hard ass songs. He didn't really compromise a lot of that shit. For you to sit here, Talib Kweli, and say that shit, it leaves a bad taste in my mouth, because this dude, this is the same nigga who will get on songs and talk about how whack, you know, he'll do that invisible battle shit, like, oh, MCs are whack, this and that, you know, and it's like, well, who are you talking about? You know what I mean? I would have to assume it gotta be these nursery rhyme niggas. I mean, they're just whack. They bring nothing to the table. They're all very generic. Look, let's put it this way. If you could look at them and see they got fucking purple and pink braids, and they're wearing fucking nut hugging pants, and I did this in, I think it was the Waka Flocka Flame video or Chief Keef video. If they're doing this stupid fucking retarded dance in their video, I ain't fucking with them. I already know what the fuck they're on. I ain't fucking with them. And it just, for someone of his caliber to sit here, I'm gonna quote my man Apathy, because he said this best, and I've said this in several videos, and I totally believe it. A lot of rappers will co-sign fuckery only because they're afraid of being lost in the shovel. And I'm calling Talib Kweli out on that. And shout out to Mandolino, because he kind of tried to do this too. For those that don't know Mandolino, he was a ranter. He took down all his videos. He was a hip hop ranter as well. And he had an issue with Talib Kweli. I think Talib Kweli was did a song with one of these niggas on Cash Money. And when Mandolino was like, dude, like, really? You're going to do a song with him? And he goes, oh, I respect his hustle. Okay, that's great. I mean, it just, to me, that's just another way of saying, look, I'm going to take your check and I'll drop a verse for you. And if that's the case, that's fine. You know, I just say that. Look, the dude paid me. I gave him a verse. Cool. I get that. But it doesn't really, some of these guys' lyrical content do not match Talib Kweli's. And the other thing is, some of these rappers, like, what was it? Was it Lil Yachty or Young Dolph? I don't even know half of these dudes. One of them drew the line in the sand and said, like, about Biggie, nah, Biggie ain't my shit, or something along those lines. Biggie's overrated. Fuck that. I don't listen to that shit. They're making it very clear, nah, that's not my shit. So why the fuck is this nigga trying to go to bat for these young niggas that really don't carry the culture too well? They don't. And the reason is, you know, I believe that he just don't want to be lost in the shovel. But here's a news flash, Talib Kweli. None of them niggas are checking for you. They're not. They're not sitting here saying, oh, I got to get Talib Kweli on a record. See, if they were doing that and saying, yeah, listen, I want to work with you. Like Lil B did with Ninth Wonder. I got to do a video on that, kind of retracting some of the statements I said with him. Because, like with Lil B, he went up to Ninth Wonder and wanted to work with him. And Ninth Wonder basically was like, dude, I don't make your type of music, my man. I can't really fuck with you like that. And Lil B said, no, I'm aware of who you are. I'm a fan of your work. Let's do a track together. And then Ninth Wonder turned around, looked up the song he did with Tony Yayo and said, oh, okay, I could fuck with you because I didn't know that you make this type of lyrical shit. And they made a banger. So I just gotta call Talib Kweli out on that shit because, I have a feeling that this is just a cheap way to stay relevant. I say, keep doing what you're doing. You have a fan base. Fuck trying to let them naturally come to you. Don't try to sit here and say, well, yeah, these guys got a great hustle. Yeah, so do a lot of rappers. There's nothing you can learn from these dudes except how to mumble and say nothing on a fucking track. That's it. That's the only thing you could really learn from them. And yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Talib Kweli, just make your music, stick to your craft. All this ranting and raving as of late really is incoherent. It just doesn't make any sense. I gotta call you on that. So shout out to Talib Kweli anyway. I'm a big fan of his work. Y'all know what it is. Leave your love, leave your hate. Most of all, subscribe, and that's it. Peace, bitches.